Welcome back to my channel, and as stated in the end of the last video, today we're going to be talking about the original first and second batch cubes that came in a teal package. So the very first mass-produced puzzle was made in 1977 by Polytechnica Toys in Budapest. Here's the logo right there. It's a Vernier caliper. Just take you around the box, how it looks. Just a cardboard box, just opens up, unfolds like this. Here are the instructions. We'll take a look at those first. So I'll throw up a translation of the instructions, but I'll just read it out for you. So it says Polytechnica. I'm pretty sure the next line is just their address. Magic cube, and some numbers, and then it says material, impact resistance polystyrene. Characteristics: heat soft, less brittle. Treatment: washable in lukewarm water, soapy water. Box size: 60 by 60 by 65 millimeters. We recommend this game for ages of 10. So taking the puzzle out of the package, you can see it is the same color scheme we have today, just with a brighter orange and a darker red. And you can see the stickers. They're not, the corners on the stickers aren't cut. They're just straight cut in 90 degrees. You can also tell the difference between the original one is these molding lines on the edge pieces. You can see on some of them they're not perfectly matched up. So underneath the stickers you can feel an imprint. That's another difference. The best way to tell the first and second batch cubes apart, other than the mold marks and the colors sometimes, is to put them on a kitchen scale. As you can see, the first cube weighs 143 grams. That's because it's solid plastic. There's no hollow pieces on the middle, no caps on the edges or anything. So it is a heavier cube, and the one I have, you can hear, it's a loose cube. And I'll put it into checker pattern just so you can see the churning quality. It is not great. You have to kind of support all the sides by when you're churning it. It's more of a collector's piece. I wouldn't be solving it on the daily. Now, the original cube usually goes for $100. I have seen it go for less, and I have seen it go for more. I guess it just depends what the demand is at that time, but usually the going rate is $100. Now, looking at the second batch cube, there was roughly 500,000 of these created in '77, same time frame as the first one. Comes in the same box, but the cube is significantly different. You can see there's no mold marks on the edges. The circles have radius cuts on the corners. The cube it's not as loose, and it turns significantly better. I'll just take it out of the checkerboard pattern and put it into the middle pattern. You can see it turns a lot better. Now this cube is lighter. Now placing a second batch cube on the scale, it weighs 117 grams, which it should. So that's the easiest way to tell the two apart, is by the weight. But especially when you're buying off an online site, it's definitely hard to tell sometimes which one's which. So the best thing to do is to buy it off an experienced seller that knows what they're selling and can tell you if it's a first or second batch cube, the weight, or to go on the Twisty Puzzles forum in the marketplace. After the first and second batch cubes in the same package, in 1979, this cube came out. Now this is the exact same cube as the second batch, but this cube does not have stickers. You can see I'm not lifting anything. It's painted. You can see the only difference is that there's a purple side instead of an orange. Now it's said that when the factory experimented painting cubes, the orange dissolved with the black plastic and became purple. So that's a telltale sign that it's one of these. And you could also tell the only problem with these is over the years they do get scratched up. You can see the green side is in pretty rough shape. But these are a little harder to find, and I've seen them go for around $100 or more, also depending on what the market goes for. In the 1980s, Polytechnica changed its name to Poly Toys and made a cube that came in a package that looked like this. It's a bit darker blue, and you can see it's the first time that Mr. Rubik's name or signature is on a cube. Came in two different styles. Came in this one, and it came with this one that has a signature up here. You can see I'll go on the same side here. Oh, there it is. You can see the difference. So these two look like that, and the cube itself looks like this. It's almost identical to the second batch. This one does have the sticker. Now these ones are a little easier to find than the first and second batch cubes, so they go for significantly less, and usually you find them from sellers from Hungary. Now the rare version of those two is the same puzzle, same packaging, but it's sealed with a gold leaf sticker like this. So this one's never been opened. You'd have to cut it to open it. So this one's a little harder to find, but still out there, still made by Poly Toys. Now many years later, Rubik's came out with a packaging style similar to the 1980s one, but this one only came out a few years ago. So don't get fooled by this one. I believe this one is still available on Rubiks.com. So this is what this one looks like. Comes sealed in tape. So if you want something that's not the real thing, but looks somewhat like the real thing, this is the one for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video about one of the first mass-produced Rubik's Cubes. One of only 500 samples. Now, when you're buying these, I would ask the seller to maybe weigh it or buy it off an experienced seller that knows what they're selling. There is a few of them on eBay that do their research and know what's the difference between the first and second batch. Or you can always go on twistypuzzles.com and see what people are selling there. At the end of the video, here are some recommendations you can watch next, and also a subscribe button.